So I could read that you have a same experience when you were a student. So was it an evidence to you to make this movie?
Yeah, you're right. When I was in the first year in high school, a girl from the third year committed a suicide, and after her death, her classmates started a rebellion. They actually accused several teachers that they are responsible for this tragedy, and they made a radio show similar to one in the movie where they express their anger toward the system and to the teachers. And those images of this rebellion at our high school were so strong that I decided 10 years later to use this motive as a subject for my first feature.
Okay. Did you have any inspiration for this movie? Because when I saw it, it reminds me a little bit Die Welle, the German movie.
As I said, the biggest inspiration was real life, and together with my co-writer, I copied a lot from real events and real situations between students. And of course, I watched a lot of movies with similar topic. One of them is Die Welle, and another one is the Classe, a French movie. And but I think that the Classe Enemy is dealing with a different subject than these two movies. But it was an important step to watch these movies together with my young actors, yes, because I wanted to show them the way how they should portray these young people, especially the French. The Classe was the good example for them, because I said, if those guys who are younger than you are, if they're capable of this level of acting, you should do the same, or to go in this direction. So these were important movies for me.
And so, how did you choose these young actors? Because they are very dynamic, they are simple.
Yeah, we spent 3 months together with my assistant director, and we were visiting all high schools in our capital, in Ljubljana, and we were searching for young people who would be as much as possible similar to the characters in the script. And this hunt was a long process, and it was important that we went personally into every class, yeah, and asked who would like to play in the movie. Because, for example, the role of Sabina, the girl who commits suicide, this actress was chosen because she was among the students who were not willing to participate in the shooting. And I knew that I have to search for this type of person among this group of students, among those who won't volunteer, because she's shy and introverted, and it was really important to go in every single classroom personally and search them.
And about the character of Robert, how did you choose Igor?
Igor, first of all, he is one of our biggest actors in theater and also in cinema. I didn't know him personally before, but since I know him from the theater and cinema quite well, I knew that he is the only actor appropriate for this role. And actually, the role was written for him. It was written with him in my mind. And to be honest, at the beginning, when he read the script, he said that he liked the script really much, but unfortunately he doesn't have time, because he had some other project at that period. And luckily this project was cancelled 6 months later. and then he said, okay, now I'm free. And in the meantime, I didn't have anyone else in my mind. And
Okay.
I don't know what I could do if he won't have time. So it was in God's hands. In God's hands.
Sorry. And the other professors, how did you choose them?
I work with other actors, professional. There are only 5 professional actors in the movie.
Yeah.
They are all professors. All other are people from the street, non-professional actors. For example, parents are the real parents of young actors.
Yes.
How I choose them, I don't know. Principal, for example, she is also one of our most important actresses, and for her it was the same. I knew that she has to play this. She accepted the role immediately, and actually in our country we shoot some between 2 to 4 movies per year.
Okay.
So every opportunity to play in a movie is really big opportunity, and usually actors are really happy that they can play in a movie. So yeah, for them it was a celebration. It is always a celebration in our country when you are able to shoot a movie.
So did you shoot in a real school?
Yes.
Yes.
I can tell you yeah. Since I imagined this, or start differently. We shot the Classe Enemy at the same location where these events happened 13 years ago. This is the high school where I was attending, and when I was thinking about images, I was always thinking about my high school. So that's why it was a logical decision to go to show the movie at the same school where this happened.
Okay. And so, did you show the movie to the students who were with you at that time, or the professors?
A lot of professors, real professors, is playing some side roles like extras in the movies, and a lot of real students is also as extras in the movie. And of course I invite the real rebels to the premiere of the movie.
Yeah.
And it was really interesting when one of the girls who was one of the leading persons in this rebellion, when she said that it's so interesting that after the movie she is totally on the side of Professor, but 13 years ago she was on the other side. And it was really good quote for me, and yeah, it tells us a lot about our nature.
Yes.
And for example, this character of Professor is actually copied from a real life. It's based on the character, or it's based on my mathematics professor, professor of mathematics. He was really a prick, and I hated him a lot at that time. But today I'm really grateful that he was my teacher. I'm really lousy at mathematics. I'm an artist, director, but he prepared me for life. Actually, I could say that he was the same as this professor in the movie.
And did you show the movie to other schools, maybe in other countries, and what was their reactions?
We show our movie actually in all European countries, also in the States, and actually the response is quite similar all over. They are saying that they can easily imagine that this story is taking place in their country. especially in Europe, where in countries that were under German occupation in the Second War, it is still present, this old memory that if someone is speaking to you in German from a position of power and he's strict, you can easily label him as a Nazi, and this could be easily a friend story. And maybe this is one of the success one of the reasons for the success and why is the movie released in your country. And if I'm correct, I think it's the first Slovenian movie ever that is released in your country.
Maybe. There is a touch of humor in the movie with the Chinese, and it was already here in the script when you wrote the script.
Yeah, the role of Chinese student is there's one simple reason for this, because I knew that we need someone who would be a mirror for our society or for the class, and this mirror could be only someone who is from another world, from another culture. And for example, this could be a Chinese guy, and the fact is that there are a lot of Chinese people from year to year. There are more Chinese people, and it's quite common that there is one Chinese or two in a classroom. And he is the only one who can say this sentence that you Slovenians, if you're not killing yourself, you're killing each other, because he doesn't have this burden, this baggage that we all are carrying. Because there are two things hiding in this sentence. One is that our nation is one of the one with the biggest rate of suicides, and another one is that there is still present in our society today the problem that has its roots in the Second War, because after the war the winning side killed a lot of opponents from the side that were collaborating with Germans, but they were all Slovenians. So a brother was killing a brother, and that's why. And politicians are still arguing about this problem today. Instead of dealing with other topics, they are dealing with the past. And the Chinese guy was the perfect man to say these problems of our society in one sentence. And in Slovenia, people are laughing at this moment in a movie, but I hope and I'm sure that when they are going home, they are realizing that it's our problem.
There is a message.
There is a message there.
Yeah. So, if you were not a director, have you thought to be a professor, maybe? If that job will interest you?
Actually, I was a professor for 2 years in high school. That was before I shot Classe Enemy. I was teaching at high school for media and audiovisual media, and I had a similar experience like the professor in the movie, although it was only 10 years between students and me. Actually, there was a really small generational gap, but it was too big already at that time. And I don't know, I thought that I was a good professor, but at the end I was actually, I don't know, one of the most strict professors, or demanding, and I don't know, I gave up at the end. It's not for me, and I really admire all professors, because I think that this is really important job with really big responsibility. For example, if I wouldn't had a professor of Slovenian language that pushed me into the theater, and then from theater I went to the cinema, I would never be a director.
Yeah.
And thanks to her, that she showed me how beautiful theater can be. Thanks to her, I'm now working in this field. Otherwise, I would be some scientist in laboratory, because I was attending the high school that was more focused on science, not on art. And it's really important who is your teacher in a high
Yes.
school.
So do you have topics that you want to do you have other topics that you want to show in cinema?
Actually, my two student shorts were both dealing with family in a way, and also my new feature is dealing with the family. Actually, it has the title Family. I'm actually observing one family in a longer period from 2007, and it is about a boy who is only normal in his family. He has mentally challenged parents and older brother with Down syndrome. And I started shooting him when he was 14. Today he is 23. In this period he became a father himself, and he is starting to build his new family. And it is a complicated story. It's observational, documentary in a way, and it's closely connected to the family. So I think that the family relations are the core of my how to say, I'm interested in this.
Okay. So thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.